Okay, we are live. So welcome everyone, this is the drum session with yOURbeat Malaysia. I'm really excited to be here and I'm really happy that they are here. We are just setting up the room and they are doing some experimentation with the technology, but I think we will start very soon, so stay tuned. We are here live for almost 1 hour and you can enjoy this session together with Philomena and Emily and the yOURbeat Malaysia team. So I will give the word to Zarif or Ilyas, I don't know who will take it over, and after that the floor is yours, guys. Okay, until we are starting, I will just speak a little bit about where we are. We are the Global Empowerment Summit, which is a 6-week summit, a personal challenge that I take on to help people, to empower people. It's a big hard work on my side doing all this and managing it from an Excel sheet, and basically all the more than 200 experts are from all around the world, and we are coming live. I already did more than 230 live sessions, and it's still not over. We still have 1 more week to go. Just check out globalempowermenthub.com and you will see the exciting workshops coming up. So checking again with yOURbeat Malaysia. Are you okay and are you ready to roll?
Hello, it's Rhythm Sunday. It's good to see everyone in the circle. Some familiar faces and some newer ones, well, some without the videos on, so hard to tell who's behind the black screen. Andrea, thanks so much for having us here. Yes, and to start our circle, a little introduction of yOURbeat Malaysia. Essentially, we are a drum circle. Majority of the times we meet live together in a physical space. Due to the MCO, we've shifted all our activities to the virtual space. Hence, we've gotten used to the idea of playing drums and percussions and rhythms and beats in a virtual environment, which in essence is quite impossible because the timing is never ever together. We're always either a second behind or forward, depending on the latency of the production. So we're very blessed to have drum circle, which are, well, all intents to be not perfect. We are perfect where we are, but we're not 100% musically scored perfect. If you get the drift. We're not musicians and a band where we need to be playing a score together 100% on time. Yeah, because we believe in the notion that your heartbeat, your breath, every sound that you make is natural and it is perfect and on time where you are. That's the beauty of a drum circle and percussive playing. So with the Zoom technology, majority of the times when we try to sculpt the group together or do improvisations or try to put everyone together in a drum circle environment, we will have those split-second differences. So that's an idea that most of us can get used to, so that we know and realize that it's okay. We're never too late, we're never too early. It's our perfect time. So with yOURbeat Malaysia today, we've got something special because it is Halloween. That's the hat. Right? And we've got Deepavali, which is just coming up. So with the blend of the two occasions together, we were thinking perhaps it's a good time to have a special treat for all our community members. Today, our role is going to be free from labels, free from the idea of perfection, free from the idea of being 100% on time, because we are always on time in the nature, in the laws of nature. And we're going to be free from labels, including our names, including the name Andrea. including the name Zarif, including the name Ilyas and Sunny and Anis and Carrie and Jack and Emily. Right? We are given a name from birth, but is that all we are? So some of these limiting thoughts we're going to address in today's session. We invite you to be free, allow your mind to be open, and to consider options around everything. The sky is not the limit. The sounds of the rhythms and the beats are not your limit. Use them to express everything you've got within you. And we're going to start by exploring the mind. So we've got a little friend here today, and we're going to put him on the screen in just a little bit. Can everyone see it? He's looking a little shy. He's got a half smile on his face because it's Halloween. He's still a little baby, so we call him the mindful being. He doesn't want to come out fully yet. As you can tell, he's a little shy, a little reserved. He's still a little infant growing up to be the full form that he deserves to be, that he will be eventually. So we're growing into our fullest potential. This little fella, his name is the mindful being. And today our role is to journey with him, to open up our minds, to explore what being mindful actually means. No limits, no boundaries. We are not a name, we're not a profession, we're not a musician. We are just a mindful spirit, and we're going to investigate our thoughts. We're going to investigate our thinking. We're going to investigate our mind. So as we move into the next visual, please can we invite you to be open? Look from above. We are the mindful being, and we're investigating our thoughts. So we are not our thoughts. We are not the object. We're just an investigator checking out the scene, checking out the environment, checking out the scenario. We're going to leave our little mindful being here on the screen for a while. And can we invite you to please take a listen to the sounds that are going to come up in just a little bit. We're going to need your help. Yeah? If you hear the sounds, can you just say yay? Because we've got an image and we've got an audio play. So it'd be great if you can just help to say yay if you hear the sounds in the background. Okay, just a second. Do you hear it now? It's your sound. Okay, let's have a little more patience as we invite our friend in the picture. We're meeting some newer friends today. Yeah.
Maybe we could make some noises ourselves.
Good. Okay. Now, how about now? Yes? Okay. So we're going to invite you now to listen. And if you can tell us who is talking? Who's talking in the background? We've got a few people in the Zoom circle with us. Can we hear thoughts from you? Who does this sound like? No images, just the sound. Sunny, Would you like to have a go at this? And hear her again. There's no right or wrong. It's basically just trying to understand the different sounds. It is your opinion, no rights and wrongs in this circle. Everyone is free to express. Anis, would you like to guess?
We have a lot of guesses in the chat. So we have snoring, we have blowing air.
Okay, so from this observation, you can already tell through that one sound, there can be so many different perceptions and so many different opinions and so many different views. The point of view is different from one to the other. What does that tell us in a simple exercise like that? From a horse to snoring to blowing air, a lot of snoring. Yes, so all these guesses are your perceptions, individual perceptions, everyone's perception. We're going to find out a little later what that sound actually was, right? But it's good to note, we did not see the sound. Did we hear it first in our minds? Or did we hear it through our ears? Or did we see it? Some room for thought. We usually think we see, we hear, and we know. But the limitless mind knows sometimes you don't need to see it. Sometimes you don't even need to visualize it. You just hear it in your mind and you're taking the guesses. So it's good to note that sometimes perception plays a big role in all our thoughts. Let's take a listen to the next one. Okay. Andrea says dog. Sawing board. Saw a pink. A plank. Sounds like woodwork, carpentry. Right, so all these guesses that are around the circle today, again, is different one to the other, right? From a dog to a sawing board to a plank, woodwork and carpentry. Different. So is that what we are supposed to hear? Is that the facts? Is it even real? Is it me interpreting? Is it you interpreting? Who is translating all that different sound? We don't really know, do we? Not until we can actually take a look at the overall, the hearing, the thinking, the sound. But very important to note, we actually played a lot of it in our minds first, in our thoughts first, before we actually determined what it was. Yes, it started with our minds. So many things stem from. Take a look at this video. Can everyone see and hear? just run that again. Right, so those are friends from Paws Animal Welfare Society. How are they connected to the sounds that we heard earlier? The first audio, where some of your guesses were ranging from snoring to a horse, was actually the sound of the cats purring. It was the cats. So how far from the truth it actually was? It wasn't a horse, it wasn't snoring, they were sounds of the cats. And these two cats are actually friends of ours from Paws Animal Welfare Society. yOURbeat Malaysia is on a project currently called the Profitero Project. The Profitero. We're supporting Animal Welfare Society so that we can build a new home for the abandoned cats. 500 of them, but they've been left behind. They have been excluded from our community. They've been put on the streets without a home and shelter. So we've taken up the project to help them along and build a new home. So those were the sounds of the cats, the first audio. See how we can recollect everything and reconcile everything now together? It's different. Perceptions and the mind, completely different things. Right? We also have a second video that we'll play now that is related to the second audio. It's a good chance for you to examine and investigate your mind again. Did we get very far off tangent? Were we very far off from what is supposed to be the truth? Or is it all just a myth and a perception? Let's take a look and a listen. Did we get that? Yes? Those are friends from Paws Animal Welfare Society also. These were dogs. A lot of dogs and cats in Paws. So do we see how the limitless mind can work? We imagine the sounds in our minds first before we correlate them. And this applies to everything we do in our daily lives. Now let's take it a step further. We are in Kuala Lumpur Arts and Jazz Center in Kuala Lumpur, and we're going to give you a little view of the whole studio that's in the background. So to do that, let me just switch on this video so you can see the background. These are art pieces in Kuala Lumpur Arts and Jazz Festival Center, in Kuala Lumpur. Kuala Lumpur Arts and Jazz Center. That's Emily, just next to us. Right? And if you look behind us, there are many other masterpieces. Take a little walk a little later, so you can have a closer look at all the beautiful artwork. Every masterpiece in the gallery has been done by a creative Malaysian artist who has explored the imagination, who has explored the mind, who has explored creativity in order to create the look and the feel and the colors. So in today's session, perhaps it's time to explore our minds. Maybe we can also be artists in our own rights. Maybe we can also curate a life that is beyond just your name, beyond just your occupation as a student or a profession. You can do more to unlimit your potential, to give it your best shot, to harness the potential in you. And to do that, we will have a little role play with everyone around the circle. So what we're going to do now is to invite all of you to take a look at Emily. She has got some instruments with her. We have the traditional, we have the modern. Emily is a very experienced music teacher and a drum circle facilitator. She is also, she's very much into grooming potential, not just music connotations. Yes, she explores different ways in order to tap into your potential as well. So as you can tell, the drum circle is not your typical graded exam. It's actually a lot to do with explorations. And how you use the drum circle is to be able to match your current needs where you are. We use this for boardroom training, we use this for corporate training, and because Emily has the best of both worlds, tradition and modern, she's able to create rhythms and sounds with it. So what she's holding now, she's going to tell you. What is the instrument, Emily?
The design of it.
We cannot really hear.
Hi everyone. I have a mic here now. I can hear it clearly. So I'm holding a djembe. Yeah, this is an African djembe, but it's a production from Indonesia. Right. So as you can see, the tradition djembe, they will be made by the animal skin. So for me, I prefer to have this a synthetic skin, right? So it's made from the factory, not the real skin. It's a fake skin. All right. So, but it's going to sound quite nice. So we're going to have a little music on this. Let's try. Just like the real skin. All right. So that will be the traditional instrument for today. We have bass drum. Bass drum. A huge one. It's a black color. Like this. It looks like this. Yeah, I can see. So I'm going to play it with the mallet. It's going to sound very basic. A heartbeat sound. Right. How about a mixture of a modern bass drum and a djembe? Let's try. Okay, here we go.
So that's a fusion of tradition and modern. And it's very much like infusing Halloween with Deepavali. From what we are imagining it to be a dark scene, because Halloween is about ghastly celebrations, goldish figurines, and with Deepavali, the festival of lights. So the conceptual idea of darkness to light, tradition to modern, is connected. There is not just one idea and concept. We think it's independent, but the power of the mind knows we are all interconnected in one way or another. And Katwan is here, who is from the KL Arts and Jazz Center. She's right here with us. Yeah. Do you want to come and say hello, Katwan? Okay, so that's also another concept we'd like to introduce. The seniors, which is what Andrea is trying to do through this summit, with the juniors, some very experienced in what they do, and some who are younger and upcoming, people like Ilyas and Zarif, and a lot of younger ones. We probably can't see them on the screen because they have their videos off, but they are very much a part of the same community. The infusion, the integration of communities is what we, yOURbeat Malaysia, does as a community. Communicate unity. So Emily is going to guide us through a very simple phrase, Ho'oponopono. Some of you might be familiar with it, some of you may not. Right? It is actually a Hawaiian mantra. And as we know, mantras are meant to bring goodwill, good tidings into the communities around them, for healing, for restoration, for peace and harmony, for love and unity. Yes, so we're in the perfect venue to do this. We're in the art scene, the music scene, the rhythm and the beat scene, with fabulous people, very talented, the young and the old, the experienced, and the ones who are coming up into the community. And we've got some traditional instruments and some modern instruments as well. And we're all together in the same rhythm circle here through yOURbeat Malaysia, kindly hosted by Andrea. So this is the perfect time for you to stretch your minds and play. Play along, get rid of all the labels, and just be. Just be. So Emily's going to do Ho'oponopono with us, the Hawaiian mantra, and all it means in short is, I am sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. Right? So she's going to lead us through rhythms and beats in what we call a cup play. So if you've got a cup next to you, you might want to finish that water, that glass of water. Bring the cup into the picture with you because we're going to play around with the cup, a simple cup. It could be, well, best to use a plastic or anything that's not breakable, not ceramic, because we're going to do a little bit of a dance and a trot with it. Yeah. So bring in your cup into the rhythm circle. And we're going to make some rhythms and beats with it. Emily's going to guide us through Ho'oponopono. And from there, you're going to remember this rhythm because every time you have a down moment, all you need to do is pick up a simple cup and groove. All you need to do is pick up that simple cup and groove along. And you find that your rhythm, your heartbeat, and your breath will go in line with everything else in your psyche. You'll be upbeat, you'll be full of joy, you'll be full of energy and vibrations. Yep. So we're going to look at Emily now to her screen. First, we're going to do a one-to-one. Yep. And you see us jiving along as well. We'll be playing together. Yep. But first, you're going to learn how to play this on your own. So yOURbeat is about you, your rhythm, your percussions, and your music, playing with all our community, hence Y and capital O-U-R. yOURbeat, our community. So first you need to learn your groove, find out your groove, discover your groove, and then we groove along with the entire community. So Emily, over to you.
Right, thanks, Philo. Okay, so for the very first phrase, we'll have to just visualize the
Ho'oponopono.
Ho'oponopono. Okay, let's try it.
Yeah, and we've got a visual here, which we are going to share on the screen so everyone can have a look at it.
Right, Ho'oponopono. If you're ready, chant with me. Ho'oponopono.
I think the sound is not strong enough. You have to take the microphone just like you did before.
Right, okay, let's come back here. So now we go Ho'oponopono, 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 Ho'oponopono. You want to chant with me, please, everyone? Here we go. Ho'oponopono, Ho'oponopono, Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono. You can see from the screen there is a Ho'oponopono. That's the wording. Okay, here we go. One more time. We're gonna chant for just 4 rounds. Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono.
Okay, just me. You have to also join me.
That's right. Yeah, I can hear you. Very good. Okay, now, so let's put all the Ho'oponopono onto the rhythm. So you can free your hands. You can tap on the table or anything that in front of you. Okay, I think you need a table as well because you're going to put this cup right on top of the table. As you can see from mine. Can you see where I put my cup? Okay, can everyone show me your sound that you are going to make with your cup? If you have a right. Okay, good. Let's explore some sound that you can make with your cup. Hey, that's right. Okay, so let's do this with your cup and with your hand. Let's see how it's going to sound like this. Can you hear that? Okay, so good. Now let's go back to this Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono will be on the hand. Okay, ready? Okay, I'm going to put a cup here. So there you go. Ho'oponopono. Ho'opono. Let's go for Ho'opono. Yes. Ho'opono.
No.
Now the very last no, you are going to catch your cup on the last no. Ho'oponopono. Are you ready? Let's do this together. Ho'oponopono.
No.
That's right. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it for continuously 2 times. Let's see how.
No.
Yay. Okay, so then let's see how we're going to do the very last bit. It's going to be Ho'oponopono. Okay, do this again.
No.
That's right. The paw on the cup and the no, you're going to tap with your hand like this. Can you see? Can you see from what I'm doing? You can see I'm doing it, right? So,
Yes.
right, let me spotlight. Okay, then you can see. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, now we can see. No.
Yes, the paw is here, the no is here.
No. Okay.
Good. Let's do it 2 times. Okay, it's fine. And then the very last one, we keep silent, but we're going to let the cup sound. That's right. So it's going to be like this way. I'm going to show you the whole thing. Okay, let's see. No. Yes, that is considered the first round. Okay, let's do it first round. Everyone together. Yep. Okay, ready? 1, 2, and here we go.
No.
That's right. Can we do it 2 rounds? Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono. Let's do it 2 times. Ready? 1, 2. Let's play together. Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono. Yay! Okay, good. Let's do it 3 rounds. 3 rounds. Let's go 3 rounds. Here we go. 1, 2. Let's go play.
No.
be able to do it? Okay, so now let's look at this. The very first sentence that we're going to have is I am sorry. So we're going to put it in after the cup music. After the cup rhythm, we are going to put in I am sorry. So I'm going to show you how to do this. Okay, here we go. We're going to do 3 rounds. Ho'oponopono, ho'oponopono, ho'oponopono. And let's put your hand onto your heart and say, I am sorry. Go to yourself. Okay, everyone clear?
Yes.
Shall we do this all? Yeah, shall we do this all together? Okay, let's get ready. And let's take a deep breath in and breathe out. Ready? 1, 2. Let's play along.
Ho'oponopono.
Go to yourself.
I am sorry.
Right. Let's go to the next one. Please forgive me. Ready? 1. The same rotation. 3 rounds, and we're going to mention the sentence together. Here we go. 1, 2. Let's go play.
Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono.
To yourself.
Okay.
I love you now. Ready? 1, 2. Let's go play.
Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono.
And to yourself. I love you.
I love you.
And thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hi, how was the feeling now? Alright, I'm going to pass this back to Philo.
I think that was beautiful. And we perhaps are going to tap more into this in the weeks to come. So it'd be a lovely reminder if we can just do it once more. Yes, and this time without the intermissions in between. It will be all the way through without the intermissions so that we can groove and be on time with the entire circle. There will be latency, there will be some lagging, but we're going to do this together as a community without the intermissions in between. And we're going to remember this for some time to come, because in our daily activities, Ho'oponopono will be a little gentle reminder that it's okay. We're not going to limit our minds with the idea of perfection, of proving ourselves all the time. We will do our best. We will try our and we will be and still do well. Are we ready to go? Okay. Ho'oponopono all the way through from the beginning to the end with no intermission, and we're going to emanate the energy and the vibrations of healing, of love, of joy, of compassion, of forgiveness for ourselves and for everyone around us. For everyone around us as well. So Emily, shall you set the pace for us so the rhythm is really good and groovy? Moderato to allegretto, in between those pace. She's going to blend it with some of her instruments. And all of you, like Zarif, Ilyas, some of you have instruments with you. It can be traditional, it can be modern. You can use that as well. For the rest of us, we can use the cups as well. Okay, so we can blend the entire rhythm circle with different sounds, with different tones, with different pitches, with different volumes. In the same community circle, we will do the Ho'oponopono with different sounds because each of us is unique. Each of us has a different voice, and you can be
You have to unmute yourself, Emily, I think. Emily, we cannot hear you. You are muted.
Oh. Could you hear the drums? The drums you could hear?
Not yet.
No?
Let's try again. Ho'oponopono. It's very low, your voice. You need the mic.
Because the mic is going to the drum and to my voice again. Okay, I'm going to put down myself, okay, when I'm talking. Okay, let's start again. So I'm going to play 3 rounds and I'm going to pause and silent for you to continue with the sentence yourself. Okay, here we go. Ready?
Yes.
Already?
Yes.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's start. Ho'oponopono.
Bono, bono, bono.
Ho'oponopono.
Ho'oponopono.
Bono,
Ho'oponopono.
bono, bono,
Ho'oponopono.
bono.
I am
Papa ni.
sorry.
Ho'oponopono. 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 Ho'oponopono.
No, bono, bono.
I am
We cannot hear.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
All right, let's go. Ho'oponopono.
Bono, bono,
Ho'oponopono.
bono.
Ho'oponopono.
Bono, bono, bono.
Right, let's go. Ho'oponopono.
Ho'oponopono.
Bono.
Let's go to yourself. I love you.
I love
love
you.
Yeah.
Let's run the very last one. Ready, we go. Okay, here we go. Ho'oponopono.
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 Bono,
Ho'oponopono.
bono, bono.
Ho'oponopono.
Ho'oponopono.
And thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty refreshed. I'm ready for a great 7 days ahead of me together with everyone else in the community. So this is what yOURbeat Malaysia is all about. We play to enhance ourselves so we can be even better with the community. If you love yourself, you will love the community members around you. So we look forward to welcome all of you into the circle. We are on every Sunday, Malaysia.
I think the internet is a bit slow on Philomena's part, so maybe Emily, you can take over, or Philomena can
Go
go
to our
there.
page. Can you hear us?
Yes, we can.
Yes? Okay, cool. So, this will not happen if we have a live circle. So we're going to plan a community circle sometime near the future, and we'll invite everybody around the community to join us, where you get to touch the drums, the percussions, explore the different sounds from traditional to modern, and everything that makes music, rhythms, and beats. Because rhythm is for everybody. As long as you've got a heartbeat, you've got breath, you will be able to play. Okay? So, with this, we send you love, we send you light. From Halloween Day, Happy Halloween, to the Festival of Lights. Have a great week, everyone. Thank you. See you soon.
Thank you very much. It was really, really nice. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Really, it's amazing.
Thank you for joining in. Although the technology is not as perfect as always, it's much better always in person, but please join yOURbeat Malaysia. You will find the details under this YouTube video later, and you can contact them directly. And if you are in Kuala Lumpur, you can even try it live with them and experience it in person, which is a much more elevated thing, but we tried our best to bring it to the Zoom room. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much, Mickey. Thank you very much, Anis. Thank you very much, Christiana. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, all of you from yOURbeat Malaysia. Thank you, Zarif and Ilyas, for being here. And yeah, that was the Sunday beat with yOURbeat Malaysia. Now we will have a little bit of break, and coming back, I will stop the live stream and